let's get down to business. Hey, what's up? I'm Allie. Welcome back to my channel. We know I have to do this every so many months because even though I am overly organized with planning and papers, I'm not always necessarily the neatest or cleanest person, and I tend to very much be like, here is a flat surface in which everything goes on now. So I tend to have to do a cleanup every so often. I also have reached a point where my shelves are overly crowded, and as you can see, there's a mess going on. I have books here that need to be covered. I don't know if that's going to happen today. One of the other things too is that I do want to brighten this up because obviously this is dark. I did this in the fall time for winter, and I want to re-brighten it up for spring and summer. Here's the thing. No matter how you organize your shelves and how you do your shelves, people will criticize them. I know this from experience that I have done like by series, by height, by rainbow, different types of rainbow. I've done them turned around. I've done them now where half of them are wrapped. And people criticize them no matter what. But you just have to remember that the space that you curate is for you, and that this space is for me, and this is what makes me happy. And also, I like to change things with the season. So I'm very much like my whole house gets like redecorated for every season. So I want to brighten this. I realize that it seems quite bright because it's white shelves, but I want to brighten this up. And by to do so, part of me was like, let's go back to rainbow. That's just too much effort. And honestly, I really love the vibes going on in here. And it really goes well with kind of like my Instagram aesthetic and things like that. But I really do enjoy the vibes still going on in here, even though it's like fall-ish, it still works. So what I'm going to do instead, and I had this idea when I first wrapped the books, but I was just like, I don't know, we'll see. But what I'm going to do is focus on me, thank you. What I'm going to do is turn around the books that I have actually already read, so then I can see more of a visual, I'm very much a visual person, representation of what I haven't read. Why do I have, it looks like I have a rash. There's that. I also have a Notion page that is all of my books so that I can see the covers. I find that no matter how I organize my books, because you can only see the spine, my eye doesn't always draw to them, and I'm very much a cover, like I am a cover snob. So I have a Notion that shows every book I own with its cover, and then I can sort it by read and unread and series and all these other good stuff, so that whenever I need to do something for a video and it's like, what is a favorite book that has this kind of cover, I can go in there and type the color of the cover and it will bring up covers that are like just that color, like things like that. So I've kind of created a little bit of a database, whatnot, of the books that I own, but I have to finish that because I haven't gotten very far. I work on it a little at a time, very little at a time, but I would like to get some more of that done. So I think what I'll do is, as I'm turning books around, I will take note of those ones and put those down. So then when I go back through, I'll only have to add the ones that are facing out. So yeah, there are going to be a few exceptions to this, like just ones that are more decorative, or like I have full series that I kind of have out, and even though I haven't read all the series, I might just leave them turned out just because I like them. I probably won't touch my top shelf because that's like my favorite fantasy shelf. And I probably won't touch the other top shelf because most of those are already turned around longer. There are a few other sections that I want to do. I have a bookshelf over here, and it just, I can't get it to look the way I want it to. And I am moving all my nonfiction except for the dinosaur book. I'm moving my nonfiction over here. And then I want to, I think, move my graphic novels over here too. So, and then, because then I have a Cassandra Clare shelf, and I need it to, like, move down or something, because I have postponed reading any Cassandra Clare until basically she's done fucking writing. So, I'm just hoarding them at this point.
Author's note. This book mentions childhood neglect and anti-autistic ableism. If these topics are sensitive for you, please read with care and feel safe in the knowledge that joy triumphs in the end. You should also know that while writing this book, I elected to ignore the existence of COVID-19. I hope this audiobook provides some form of escape.
Take my hand and hold it tight. Look at the paintings, I'll be your guide. Don't stop looking in my eyes. Are you cold? Do you want to sit down? I've been here a million times, so I know my way around. Don't stop looking at me now. I know you don't care as much as I do, but I'm just content with me next to you. Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much and Van Gogh might take a while, but thank you for coming. I know that you're trying to do anything to make me smile. I'll have a cup of tea while you have a latte for both you and me. The caffeine will make sure that you don't fall asleep, 'cause darling, you're sleepy, eyes are closing. Please stay awake for me. I know you wanna go, but please stay here with me. I could show you things that you've never seen. Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much and Van Gogh might take a while, but thank you for coming. I know that you're trying to do anything to make me Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much and Van Gogh might take a while, but thank you for coming and thank you for trying to do anything to make me smile. If I had a chance, I'd take it faster than a heartbeat. If I caught a glance, I'd run to you like nobody was watching. But it's so hard to get to you, 'cause when you see the sun, I see the moon. Buckets of water, millions of clouds, miles of road space without a screen cutting through. Buckets of water, millions of clouds, miles of road just to get where you are. I wish it wasn't so far. Thousands of dollars just to be near. Countless thoughts of you being here. Oh, I wish it wasn't so hard. But maybe one day we can break the distance.
Okay, I think I'm done for now. I still have to wrap some things, but I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing it. So, I feel like these look a little brighter. Maybe not really. Maybe not really. Maybe not really. I don't know. I can't tell. I really can't tell. Okay, so it's been about a week. Actually, it's been a week since I redid my shelves. I will say that, like, just looking at them, you can't really see a difference based on how they were before. Like, the color scheme is still the same. However, I did shift some things around. It is really nice now to see, like, a visual of what I have and have not read. And of course, I have not read, like, a ton of these. There are some things that, like, I know looking at them that they're more display books. But I have a ton of books that I haven't read. I am going to tidy up a little bit, and I think I'm just going to shift some more things around. This room in general just needs a good tidying, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll see where I end up from that. I do have a small pile of, like, unhaul books, not a whole lot, just a really small pile, so I'll show you guys those too, but I'm going to go ahead and tidy for now.
Take my hand and hold it tight. Look at the paintings, I'll be your guide. Don't stop looking in my eyes. Are you cold? Do you want to sit down? I've been here a million times, so I know my way around. Don't stop looking at me now. I know you don't care as much as I do, but I'm just content with me next to you. Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much, and Van Gogh might take a while. But thank you for coming, I know that you're trying to do anything to make me smile. I'll have a cup of tea while you have a latte for both you and me. The caffeine will make sure that you don't fall asleep, 'cause darling, you're sleepy, eyes are closing. Please stay
think I'm officially done with doing stuff to this room. I don't like this cord hanging down. I might paint it white to fit in. But anyway, I do kind of like it on this wall. I was just missing something. So just something to add a little bit more pizzazz. Anyway. Okay. I'm quite happy. I realize that it doesn't look like much has changed. I have a lot more books that I'm hauling from this month that I'm going to have to find space for yet again. Kind of looks the same. And I was like, I'm trying to brighten this up. I do kind of think that it is brightened a little bit in certain spots just by me shifting things around and whatnot. But I do like that I can now see a visual of what needs read and what doesn't. One of the books I'm getting rid of is The Girlfriend. This is an ARC that I got. This came out in 2018 and I haven't read it honestly at this point. I think it's some sort of thriller about like some guy's girlfriend is acting suspicious and it's quite possible that she might murder him, and the mother is like, concerned. Honestly don't know. It's been out for quite some time. I don't care for this cover that much anymore. I think I liked it when it came out, but if I would read it now, I would just listen to it because that's how I do most thrillers. And if I really enjoyed it, I'd probably just buy the cover that it has now because I don't think this is the cover that it has. So I'm going to drop that off somewhere. Another one is Sky Without Stars. This is a sci-fi Les Mis retelling. I don't know anything about Les Mis. I don't really care to know anything about Les Mis. I haven't read it, haven't seen it. Like, I don't care. And sci-fi also is not something that I gravitate towards that often. I think this one's also going to go. Plus, it's just really big. It is. I do have a signed book plate in it and everything, but I was kind of hanging on to it because I was like, oh yeah, I could read Les Mis and then I could read this and compare them, but like honestly, I'd have no interest in it, so that can go to someone else. Another one that I've had on my shelf for years is Mother's Day, a true story about a woman who had killed 2 of her daughters and like her other children had witnessed it and she somehow got away with it for years until one of the children came forward. Again, this is something that I'll probably just listen to at this point, and I don't really feel the need to own it. It's not like a super attractive book, so it is something that I am interested in, but if it's already sat on my shelf for like 5 years at this point, it's not getting physically read anytime soon. Another one that I was kind of just holding on to because it was like, I just want to try something outside of Twilight. The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. Again, this was just something that I was like, oh, I want to see what else she has written, but honestly, I don't have high expectations. Nothing about this like sparks anything for me. I hated the host, and I just don't think that that's going to be any good. Also getting rid of Water for Elephants. I saw the movie, and it wasn't even that good. Why did I feel the need to get this book? I don't know. Like, I just saw it sit on my shelves and I was like, why? Like, why? I realized that this was probably like one of those like you need to read in your lifetime kind of books. Do I though? Do I? I don't think so. And we have Skyward. One, I don't like these covers anyway, and I tried to read this several times. I've already said before that I don't really have any interest in reading Sanderson to begin with, but everyone kept telling me to give this one a try, and then I tried to read it for a video vlog that I was doing, and I just couldn't get into it. I thought it was really boring and predictable, and like, didn't care. Very cliche. So, yeah, I DNF'd it. I was a good ways into, and I DNF'd it, and yeah, even if I were to end up giving this a retry, which I won't, but even if I would get the UK covers because I like them so much more. But because this is so well loved, I would rather have this in the hands of someone who would actually end up enjoying it, because that person ain't me. And the other one is Allure. The reason I'm getting rid of this is just because I have 2 copies. Honestly, I think that I'm going to enjoy it, but I don't know if it's going to be something that I need like multiple copies of, especially because there's nothing really special about this one. The other one at least is special, but I just you know, I don't need 2 copies of this. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Getting rid of 7 books off my shelf. And then I just have a box with like 20 more to haul. Oh gosh. Oh, is there anything nicer looking than like a nice clean space? Oh my god, like it's just all so clean. It's all so clean. This I'm gonna have to figure something out for. Not right now though. I just love a good clean room. It smells nice and clean in here. I also decided to swap out the orange because the orange felt very fall-y for the blue, and I love this blanket so much, and as you can see, Frankie loves it too. So I would just leave it normal, but the pet hair is insane. Remember, if you have trinkets on your shelves, give them a dust. Make sure you clean your shelves. Give your books some love. You know, just refresh your shelf sometimes with a little bit of dusting and a little moving around and trying some new things out. Yeah, I realize that there's not really a point to this video. So I hope that you guys have liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see future videos from me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!